All right, once you have decided on your topic, you get a Where Do I Start My Art worksheet. You pick your materials, you pick the artists that you're going to be inspired by, you pick which elements you're going to be using, and even your list of ideas. So if you decided on creating artwork that's a marble run, you could write down marble run. Maybe you decided that you're going to go to the painting area, so you would write down paint. Our project theme is system. And our artist, that's something we'll talk about in just a little bit. You then head over to the starting center for your paper. Which paper do you want to use today? Are you going to be using a colored piece of paper, a small, medium, or large? I'm going to start with just a white piece of paper. Remember, this is your final copy. You should have already started your sloppy copy. This final copy is your paper for the next 3 days. If you make a mistake, you're going to have to figure out how to solve that problem. First job is to just lightly sketch your idea. If you decided on a final sketch, possibly a marble run, you could look up what a marble run would look like. I'd hit enter for next, or you can touch the screen. You'd enter your username and password, the same as you do for media. You would see that it would go to the Rosa Parks media site. I am going to just enter in marble run at the top of the Google search, so I can get some inspirational images. Go to images and look what I've just found. So if my idea for a system is a marble run, I could be inspired by these images. Now, when I'm inspired by an image, I don't have to copy it exactly, but I just get an idea of what I'd like to do. This one's pretty fun. I like that it has the tubes in it. Let's see what I can think of now on my paper. Whenever I start my art, I start on my final paper with a very light sketch. So let's see what I can come up with the design. Maybe I could think about how the tube runs and the marble starts at the top. It's going to go down to here. It's going to pour into this little funnel. I'm then going to have some pieces that are linked together. Look at how I'm lightly sketching, taking my time to do my very best. If the marble runs down through here, then maybe it could pour out over onto this side. Could show that the marble comes through here and swirls around down into this bottom part. I'm taking my time and I'm sketching lightly with my pencil. That's how we're all going to start our art. So we're going to do a very light sketch first. Whether we're going to paint, whether we're going to create with paper, we're just going to get a very light idea. The marble's going to somehow run up this part. And what if I could get the marble to then move all the way up these steps? I don't know how I'd do that, but I could maybe think of a way. So I've taken my time and I've drawn a really light sketch of what I'd like to do for my project. Now I'm going to decide, will I start in the drawing center? Maybe I want to use black Sharpies to outline my lines. Maybe I just want to use straight markers all the way through, or pastels, and I'm blending colors. What will I decide for materials? I could go to the painting area. I could use the watercolors or the paint sticks. Maybe I'm going to be mixing my own paints, using the mixing tray and the tempera paint. Maybe I'm going to head to the collage area. I'm going to pick some different materials using paper or fabric or construction paper. I think I'm going to use some construction paper. I'm going to start that way. Then I could use oil pastels, or I could use paint and continue on with my final artwork. So I decided to use collage to start my project. I'm cutting out shapes, and even if the shapes don't look exactly like my drawing, that's okay. They're changing a little bit, but I started to cut shapes using construction paper, which will be a great base. Maybe I'll start gluing these shapes on. I'll look in the box. Look at how fun we have of papers. We have some that have already been painted. Maybe then I'll glue these pieces on, maybe use pastel, maybe I'll do the background with watercolors. I'm just gonna keep doing layers and layers and layers until I have my wow artwork. What is a wow artwork? A wonderful original work of art. This artwork is going to be created in 3 class times.